Hello, beautiful people. It is Let Loose Thursday. Did you know that we're Thursday? Just to let you know, it's Let Loose Thursday. See who we have in the chat today. This is the now edition because I'm living in the now. Not in the snow from this morning or the rain or whatever. Let's see who we have in the chat. Hello, Hilda. Hello, Janice. Hello, Blaine. Howdy, y'all. How you beautiful people doing today? Blaine, I'll say it better than you, okay? Content de vous voir tous pour cette fête. It's a celebration, yeah. Blaine's on my party. My party pic. That was from Steve's gifts. Look, I drew Steve the Pringles. And then I wrote, he's 30% more huggables than the average man. I'm here and I'm very happy. Good. Just got out of bed. Well, Janice, you look fabulous. I'm just telling you, look fabulous. And remember, do a few stretches. Start your day a little limber. But, in French or in Canadian, as Lance would say, the EY, the Y would just be EH. Pate. Hello, Crystal. It's the Michael Land raid. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Blaine said it right. Michael Land, spawn mama. I always enjoy listening to Michael Land. I was waiting in the car, trying to get gas for over 20-something minutes because gasoline is going up 6 cents. If you're in Ontario, 6 cents is a 6 cents. I waited over 20-something minutes and I didn't even move. So I was like, get me out of here. I'll do it later when everybody's gone home. Woo! Let's see who we have. Hello, Danny. Hello, Bernay. Nice seeing you, Bernay, yesterday. Hello, Troy, camp maintenance guy. I was going to say, I thought Steve was having ice cream beside me. I really feel like I've been hit by a truck. Did you fall out of bed, Janice? Inquiring minds want to know. This person of the Griswolds is a character. Did you know that? Danny, are you going to take these comments from Blaine? I'll just translate them all night. Bonjour, Michelle, Leonardo. How are you? Richard, quick. That was quick. He was in here. I was like, hello. Don't forget. Ring my doorbell, which is a thumbs up. Bing, bing. I wish there was a bing, bing when somebody did it. I'd be like, woohoo. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, Hilda. Hello to everyone. Ding, ding, ding. Hello, Johnny. Working and listening. Working 9 to 5. Pretty soon, but I'm sure Johnny doesn't work 9 to 5. She works whenever. Best way. Hey, hey, hey. Hello, Jeffrey Jamestown Baseball Commissioner. How are you doing? Glad to see you, my friend. Janice, our fuel has dropped down. 185? Ours is on sale right now, 163. It's going to go up to 170. So I was like, no, I don't want it at 170. And if the people doesn't know, if the people don't know in Ontario, that's liters. So that's a lot of moolah. I have somebody in the basement, but I only have an avatar, so I don't get a thumbs up yet. Been busy in real life. Richard, please do tell. What have you been up to? How's the wife still working? How's the brooding kids or the growing kids? Hello, Troy. Hello, Brene. Hello, Janice. And hello, all you beautiful people. Today was a fantastic day. Oh, he's on vacation. Jeffrey, vacation mode. I hope you're wearing fuzzy socks, a good cup of hot cocoa, cool beverage, whichever you like. And I hope there's a fireplace involved because right now it's cold here. I don't know if it's cold over there. Hi, Michelle. Hello, Blaine. So, busy day. But you know what I found today? Nobody will ever guess what I found today. I'll give you a clue. It's a 5-letter word. Wait a minute. Let me write it out first. English is not my first language. Well, it's actually 2 words. But the first word is 5. Where's my typing skills? There we go. If I write this. So yeah, take a guess what I found. I was like, woohoo. Okay. First word is 5, second word is 6. I was like, I think it's a double letter. I'm not sure in English. I have to think. Any guesses? Oh. Richard, I hope you're pulling my leg. Because if not, that's sad. Oh, as in like, oh, to your wife and so your mother-in-law. Or I have somebody waving in the basement. Okay, now I read it. Now I get it. To your mom-in-law, I assume. Hello, basement person.
Whoa, from the basement.
Anything to report? Do you know what I pulled out of? Do you know what I found out at work?
No. What?
Take a guess.
What?
Lance could have been a guess. Very good, Floss.
You know what I found down here?
What did you find?
I found your bottle of wine. It's right here. Should I bring it up?
Oh, I thought you were going to say you found my ham sandwich.
Oh, here's your ham. Oh, that's the piece of ham Steve dropped on the floor.
No. Show me the ball of wine and wait.
Hello, beautiful green ball. Hey, there's Puppy. Sorry.
Lance's bottle would be 6 letters, so show me the bottle.
I thought it was show me the money. Oh, well, how's my voice sound now? Does it sound like sexier with this microphone?
Oh.
I won't.
Richard?
What happened?
If you look into my comments, look a little bit up.
Richard, quick. Hey, Richard, what's up, buddy? Son and me went to the funeral home to pay our file to my wife. His wife passed away?
My wife and Sean's mom. So I thought it's his mom-in-law.
It's his wife?
I was like, I thought he was kidding, but then he's not. I was like, what?
His wife passed away? Oh my God. Richard, so sorry to hear that.
When you're not talking.
I am talking. I'm saying I'm so sorry to hear about Richard.
Me too.
Why?
Are you ready? I have the one, the only, the sweetest mama on doubt. Michael Anspoiled Mama.
Oh, shucks. Hello. Sorry.
I'm so sorry, Richard. I had no clue.
I'm sorry to hear that too, Richard.
Okay, well, Richard, come here.
That's awful, man.
That's so sad.
She was 66, retired Canadian Customs officer. Wow.
Janice, I do have the TV on. You want to know what I'm watching?
The news? Or the weather?
Well, we certainly can hear it.
Here, I'll turn it a little bit more. Hold on. Okay, I'm gonna switch over to my sexy mic voice. Where the heck is it?
Put a big cup so that's all we hear. And we don't hear nothing else in the background.
Right, there you go. How you doing, ladies?
There you go, that's better.
Hello, Victoria May.
And where are you from?
Oh, yeah, let's see who else. Yeah, everybody
Victoria
was like,
May?
you know what, people, put some green hearts for my friend Richard quick.
What do green hearts mean?
It means love. It means happiness. It means joy. It means healing.
I'm going to have to Google that.
Thinking of you.
I'm going to have to Google that. I'll be right back.
Okay, Google it.
Do you hear the background noise anymore now? It's a lot lower, right?
It's a lot lower. It's a little bit better now.
Okay, hey, hold on. How about now, though? Do you hear it all now?
I hear it now.
It's louder?
No,
I turn-
it's louder now than it was before.
What? I turned the microphone down. It's impossible. Okay. I'll keep it up like that. Okay.
Hello, Victoria. Yes, exactly. I was like,
Good evening, Victoria.
I
How are
wasn't
you?
expecting the now edition to be. Whew. Hey, let me have a little drink here.
Cheers.
Cheers. So, Michael Ann, I didn't want to come up on your live in the parking lot of the gas station because I was a little red cheeked, and I didn't want to go.
That's okay.
So I was like, I'm not gonna type because I want to type something bad. And Michael Ann, I'm like,
I took a little time getting over. I went downstairs to get some juice. I could smell something good, and I went, "Oh, my son's cooking." And he went downstairs. A perfect opportunity for CSI.
wicked.
So no new kitchen CSI will be coming out tonight.
Episode, let loose on the kitchen. I'm just saying.
This would be like 11 or 12. I think it's like 12.
I have a very important question to ask Michael Land here.
What is it, Lance?
Do you know if maybe V should not listen to this? Can you just go down the basement for a sec, V? Okay,
Can't
that's
hear
good.
you.
Do you know if either Ron Darrold or Amy are going live late tonight?
Rondero, more than likely. Amy is with her girlfriend. She met up with her girlfriend in Oklahoma City. So I don't know about Amy.
Let
Okay.
me know. Give me a thumbs up. Okay. Oh, what did I miss?
We can't tell you.
Were you talking about my birthday present?
We bought you a brand new car.
Maybe you did. I might have bought her a dinky car.
What kind? Because I don't want a Hot Wheels one.
I bought the car.
I want a car that can fit in.
Michael Land, fill up the first
bought the
tank of
car.
gas. You bought the gas for the first tank. Welcome, Wayne McGee. Do you have a brother named Bobby?
Wayne McGee, don't we know him?
Me and Bobby McGee.
Thank
Exactly.
you for all the green hearts. Thank you, my beautiful people. Okay, let's see. I'm going. Wayne! Welcome to the show, Wayne. Where you from? Chum? I'm always wanting to say. Because Mo Chum means my boyfriend in slang French. Yes, Janice is everywhere. Even if she just woke up, she's already been in like 50 chats since 12 hours ago.
She didn't come to mine.
But she was. She rolled and she fell on the floor. She was just listening. She couldn't type.
I invited her.
I have
Whatever.
Wayne
Oh,
has
thank you, Penny.
Wayne has one video on his YouTube channel. It's very interesting. You must check it out and give it a thumbs up.
Here, how about you drop the link, Lance, on the chat?
Well, the early happy birthday, Richard.
Whoop, whoop, bing. Listen, did you hear?
What day is the 6th?
Stan is in the house.
I'll be the same age as you, Richard, in June. What are the odds of that?
Wow, they're both older than me.
Victoria, did you see what Victoria just said? Where'd it go?
I don't know. Where's Victoria?
They said, "I'll come up, V. I'll come up, V, if you want me to." Of course, you want you to.
Sure. Here.
Where did I read
Victoria,
that?
click the link.
You have to say "dink" after that. Where is it? It just
Click
came up.
the
I just
link.
saw it
2
pop up.
seconds. There you go.
Oh, she
Click
put it in
on
WhatsApp.
Victoria. Wayne is from Tennessee. I love Tennessee. My heart is in Tennessee since 2018. I lost a piece of it there.
You have to sleep sometime, Janice. Really?
Janice, that's so disappointing. I thought you were like perfect, like a Borg. Like they don't sleep. They just go, like Kenny. I swear
I'm
that's
only-
what Kenny should be dressed up as.
I'm only an hour earlier.
There she is. There you go. Come on up. I missed your message. But it keeps on jumping. Every time I try to click on something, it jumps.
Hey, turn the volume up. I can't hear you.
Oh. Again, who plays with my audio every time? I don't get it.
I did it. I turned my volume way down.
Okay, is this better now? Can you hear me
Yeah.
now?
I
Hello,
can.
beautiful people! I was like, okay, now she's back.
I was just kidding.
It's your birthday.
Pardon me?
It's your birthday.
No, it was Steve's birthday weekend.
Oh, I know. It was Steve's
And it
birthday.
said party. So that there's no more, the party stack is empty. But I figured, before I throw it, let's have one last party, even if it's empty. Oh, look at that. The one, the only, Mr. Fordman, Kenneth Oaks.
Howdy, y'all.
Kenny, what are you doing here?
It's 13 hours.
I'm just here. I've been in the chat. I've had y'all playing ever since you started. So,
Yeah.
You see what I
Well
mean,
done.
Janet?
what now?
I said, you see what I mean? Remember, I just came up on your live and I said
Yeah.
something to you about that was the first time on your live that I've ever
Yeah.
been.
Yeah.
What? How could that be the first time? He's been on yours a million times.
Yeah.
I know, but I've never been on his. And he
Why?
thought, I
Yeah.
don't know, I just never have. And he thought I had. And I said, no, the only reason you think that I have is because we're always in everybody else's chat together.
Kenny, what's up with that, dude?
Yeah, why didn't you
Well,
just
she-
send her private information?
But she's welcome anytime.
Interesting.
We were talking about how you and I can't communicate in anybody's chat or through our comments and stuff.
You
Unless
too?
Unless we're in Becky's and Roy's and we're both moderators. That's the only time
That's-
we can see each other.
Same with what, you and Kenny?
No, Kenny was saying something about BB3.
Somebody got
Yeah.
blocked in Kenny, as I heard.
Yeah, Murder Mystery Haunted History is for some reason she's blocked on my channel. And
I'm
I
blocked.
can't figure- I can't.
Me and
figure it
me and Victoria have been blocked for like a year now from each other. We can't see each other in anybody's lives, and we went through all the settings in YouTube.
out. And now
It's like-
I can,
They only do Gmail.
You made that comment in my last video, Lance, and there's no, you know how on everybody's comment there's a reply. It says reply.
Yep. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yours does not have that.
And when you comment on my videos, I can't reply to you and say thank you. That's why
Yeah.
I email you. Yeah, I don't know.
It's weird.
It's a big glitch.
Well, happy birthday, Richard.
And then when Michael Ann makes a comment on one of my videos, it comes up 10 times, like it duplicates.
She's Canadian. That's why she
Eh.
has to wear one in English,
Hey,
French, and one in slang, just to make sure you got them all.
I have a question.
You already did.
Is anybody else's birthday in April? Because the only people in April that I have listed are Richard Quick and Going Green Mun. Megan's
Hey,
birthday is in
Dear
April.
Travels.
Hello, Paula.
Hello, Paula.
Bonjour, Paula. Hello from Canada.
She's
Canada.
not French. Canada.
Canada. She's so far away, it's echoing. Has to
I
get to
was
her.
supposed to be born in April.
I know
but
Ray's
was born-
is, but he won't give the date. I know it's mid.
Ray
Oh, is it?
He's hump April.
I'm gonna check.
I swear he's probably like
It's somewhere-
smack in the middle.
It's somewhere between the 1st and the 17th because he's Aries, but he's kind of towards the mid. So
I was supposed to be born in April, but I was born in January. I was way early.
Paula, please tell me you have a nice tan. I'm so jealous.
Being in the desert in the sun, I'm sure she does.
Lance, Johnny says hers is in November. Put it down, Lance. November.
Is she still at Quartzsite
Lance, why are
area?
you muted?
because I like talking to myself. And I do have Ray's. I have it listed. He gave it to me a long time ago.
Yeah.
Paula, are you still in Quartzsite area in Arizona?
November.
Thank
Johnny's
you,
journey.
Bernay.
I think she's
Renee?
in
We're still waiting for your channel.
Last I think it
Sedona.
was Sedona.
I think it
Oh.
was Sedona. Yeah,
Where's Sedona?
that's in Arizona. I think
Okay. So
somewhere
she's still
around,
in,
somewhere
still-
around Arizona. I think.
yeah. So she's still there in that area.
Freckles, I'm
That's
so
what I was wondering.
jealous. Okay, Lance, Wayne McGee said, October here.
Hold on. Gotta go back to the chat. Wayne McGee is October. Okay.
Yeah.
And did Johnny tell me what hers was? The
November.
date? Yeah, November
Johnny
what
says
though?
November.
What November what, Johnny? Do. Have to be more specific. Or I'll
Mary
just
does is
or I'll eat.
April 19th.
Yeah,
Janice is in July.
I've got Bernays.
Are we
Is
doing
it the birthday
birthdays
with
or-
Oh, Danis.
Dana Barefoot in Alaska is April 19th.
I'm just curious. Do you know when mine is, Lance?
Yes,
20th.
Nope.
I know
Oh,
what it is.
I'm reading Johnny.
Oh,
Oh, 20th? Okay.
Didn't you already have a birthday though?
who? Me?
Victoria.
Yeah. Mine's
No,
in January, but do you know what day?
2 seconds, I'll tell you. When I sent you a happy birthday.
You're cheating.
I just Google birthday and then it'd be like, well, tell me.
Lance, when's my birthday?
I'll give you a hint. Hold on. It starts with a 1,
This starts with a 1.
and the second number is between 7 and 14.
You're so funny.
Between 7 and 9.
That's correct.
Don't say because I'm just curious how many people know when my birthday actually is. I did a birthday video, remember?
I was gonna say.
So,
And we were there too.
how many people in the chat really know when my birthday is?
Oh, I'm sorry. There's somebody in my green
Everybody
room.
will.
I can't see. I'm sorry.
Okay, now I need
Sorry.
I need everybody to start typing in your social insurance numbers in the chat, please.
Good luck with that.
Sorry, Dee.
Hi, George.
Turkey.
What's up, George?
Turkey.
I just saw there's no food in the green room.
Hello,
Lance-
I'm hungry.
Lance took the ham sandwich. I'm sorry.
Hamsters.
Turkey.
Kenny.
How you doing, George?
Hey, gee.
Hi, man. Oh, she's got all the food.
Oh. See, I have ham sandwich, but mine's cut.
George,
He's
George
like,
is December the 4th.
oh,
Sorry,
we got
remember-
somebody else in the basement. Are you ready?
You only got 6 people already.
Scoot over.
Scoot over.
You can't get more than 6.
I know. Let's see.
Richard.
Okay. Rock, paper, scissors. Go, Lance. Rock, paper, scissors.
He's trying to sharpen his rock on the. Yeah, he's.
Lance has to leave in 5 minutes.
No, I don't. Not yet.
I just kind of got here.
I'll go down.
Okay,
I want to
two
see who. I want to see who it is.
Are you ready? It's the one, the only. He came here for hugs. You better drop some green hearts. Mr. Richard Quick is in the house.
Hello, V. Hello, Lance. Hello,
Hey,
George.
Richard.
Hello,
Hi, Richard.
Bennett.
How are you doing, buddy?
Hello.
Hey,
Hello.
Richard.
Richard.
Kenny's in the right spot now.
Oh, hold on. I gotta turn
Bernie,
down.
you are on fire, girlfriend.
Mr. Quick, I have not seen you in ages, my friend. How have you been?
Yes.
Hi, buddy.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, what about your wife?
Thank you for your condolences, everyone. I just we found out March 16th. She went to have a blood test. They called and asked her a week later to take another blood test. We went into the doctor's office the 16th. He said, go right to the hospital. We went right to the hospital. She walked in, no problem. My wife stayed there for 6 days. They told her to, she said she didn't want to stay in the hospital. She come home 5 days later, she was gone.
I'm
so sorry. But
So it's a total of 11 days. I think it was further. Yeah, that first day they said stage 4. It was in her lymph nodes, spleen, whatnot. So
Man.
Sorry, man.
I think she's been hurting for a long time. She just didn't let me know it. But she had said different things to let me know that it was time to go.
But
those subtle things, and you don't catch them. My mom
You don't-
was the same way.
You don't catch them until afterwards.
No,
mm,
My-
Mommy dropped
my
me
wife-
back.
My wife handed me the other set of keys to the Jeep. She gave me $100 for food for the week when she was in the hospital. She handed me an envelope with $1,000. My wife doesn't give me a $5 bill, $10 bill, or a $20 bill without 20 questions.
Mine neither.
And then she says, "I want the change." That was one hint. And then she also said to me, she says, I asked her, she's a magazine. She loves love styles and Hello and everything else. She didn't want me to renew her subscriptions. We didn't have a will made, so she said, "Well, let's call the lawyer." I called the lawyer. They said, "We can do it Monday morning." She looked at me. She says, "We need to do it sooner." I said, "You're doing fine. You're walking around." I said, "You've taken off the." They sent her home with oxygen. She walked in without oxygen. They sent her home with oxygen. She was on 6 liters, which is quite high.
Yeah.
Um,
I can vouch for that.
They found a tumor on her lung.
I am so sorry.
They did a biopsy on her liver. It was in the spleen, rib bone, back.
So sorry, Richard.
So
I'm sorry. I'm sure Victoria May wants to say something to you,
my
Richard. So
my
I'm
family
gonna-
my family doesn't even know. My wife wanted it that way. Not too many people do know that
I'm
she's
so
gone.
sorry. You know, it's
Friends
I,
know
know-
that.
I understand how hard it is to lose somebody close to you. And my heart goes out to you, hon. I pray God gives you comfort and helps you work through the things
I
that
still go through a lot of things. And Saturday night at 7 o'clock, Saturday night, she went to bed. I don't go to bed that early. I went to bed and I was rubbing her back and rubbing her side and her legs, and I haven't had too much sleep in the last 4 weeks, so I dozed off when I woke up at 4:06 or 4:08. I put my hand down. I thought she grabbed my hand, or maybe it's the spirit. I'm not a very churchgoer, but her spirit, or maybe that's what my mind was wanting to. I went around the bed, and she wasn't breathing. Her eyes were open, and I got my son. We went to put her on the floor, and the firemen came. Oh, the 911. They were fantastic, and I live across the street from a fire hall. Within seconds, they were back, and they tried to revive her, and then he come out and he says, "Well," he says, "Did she have a DNR?" I said, "Unfortunately, she did." He says, "What do you mean, unfortunately?" I said, "Well, that's our son sitting there. He's 25. He's 2 years older than I was when I lost my mother." I said, "I think that it's a little selfish of me, but I wasn't ready to say goodbye." And
No one is ever.
he
nobody's ready to say
he said,
goodbye.
I can understand that." And then I thought to myself, if you would have helped her, if she would have came back for any reason, would it be the same Rosie we know, or she didn't want to be in the hospital? I even asked, like Saturday night, she says, "I got to," like she was all agitated and panicky, and she says, I got a fear if I go to sleep, I won't wake up." And she was in a little bit of pain. I asked her if she wanted pain pills. She says, "No, because they make me drowsy." And like I said, I dozed off. And I play a lot of things back in my head, but there's certain things. She was saying goodbye to me. She even thanked me for looking after her mom, looking after her dad. Her dad was with us for a while, and I even had to bathe him. That's to me. I'm not a guy to do that. And she thanked me for looking after her and doing a good job raising her son and whatnot. I have to talk about it, but I'm at peace some days, whatnot. Like that Sunday morning after everybody, the police were good, whatnot. The coroner come out. He asked me a couple questions. They sent out the removal. And the guy that came out to remove my wife, I seen him 6, 7 years ago when he came up to take away my brother. My brother was only 49 then, but he says, I remember you. I said, I remember you because it was Les Bronze Body Service. My wife's maiden name is Les Bronze. He says, I think we're related, but I'm not too sure. My son said after that, he said, Dad, he says, go down to Timmy's, have a couple cigarettes down there. I couldn't smoke in the house because there was oxygen and whatnot. And I was trying to quit, but that kind of threw that right out the door at the moment.
Yeah, I can.
My son said to me, he said, Dad, go down there. I said, well, why don't you come with me? He said, Dad, he says, I want to go back in the bedroom and have a couple cries and I want my time.
Yeah.
And I looked at him. He says, Dad, he said, don't forget. He says, basically growing up, we were always at a hospital. We were always in a funeral home. He says, I'm not handling this the way I should. But he says, you have prepared me for this. Because I keep saying to him, hey, I could have a heart attack. I could have a stroke. One of my younger sisters have already had 3 strokes. And I said, cigarette, he doesn't smoke, thank God. And when he drinks, he has maybe just a little bit. And then usually after that, he goes night-night for a while.
That's called a skosh.
So,
this is recent. Just know you're not going to get over it right away.
No, I'm not.
And don't refrain from feeling what you're feeling. Let those feelings out because, especially if you can spend time with your son, if you've got photo albums, if you talk about the memories, anything you have to do.
We traveled.
And
he knows and whatnot. He said, Dad, he said, you did everything and whatnot. He says, but it's the way I was raised. It was the way
Tough guy.
I said, I think I'm having like a survival guilt or something like that. I don't know, but
You do.
I said, it's something that I got to get over with.
Yeah,
31 years ago when I met her, I said I wasn't going to. She was divorced. I was going through a divorce. I told her, I says, I'm not getting close to nobody. I'm not getting married. Well, that went all to hell because
she was a hottie.
we got a son and
God put you guys together for a reason.
Richard, you're never going to get over it.
She was a
You'll
Canada.
get through it, but
She was a
you'll-
Canada Customs officer, which was in law enforcement. I was totally the opposite. I'm not innocent. And she, like they say, opposites attract. Oh yeah, but lately with this COVID and everything else, she was negative and everything else. So I was trying to beat out. I said to her, well, she got up, she took her oxygen off, walked to the bathroom. I'm looking. Well, you got a walker, you got oxygen. And she says, I'm scared if I go to sleep, I'm going to die. I'm going, after what I just seen, there's nothing. I said, you might be in a little bit of pain because she did fall. And I thought, well, maybe you hurt something or whatnot. I was kind of in denial, and the fireman that was here, I said, I've been with her for 31 years. We've been married for 25 years. He says, well, you probably got your marriage license or whatnot. I took out my wallet, I put it down, opened up the marriage certificate, put it down, and said Fort Lauderdale. I said, that was 25 years ago. My son will be 26 in June. He was in my arms when we were getting married. He looked at me. He said, "You're the second person I've ever seen pull the marriage license out of their wallet." And I've had it in that wallet for over 25 years.
Well,
Wow.
so Richard, I just want to tell you what Bernie in the chat has been saying. Richard, quick, may your wife rest in paradise, and remember, breathe
Yes.
at your own speed, and to hold on to the wonderful memories you shared at peace, my friend. And also, there is no right or wrong way to grieve.
Absolutely.
There isn't.
No,
I
Some
can
people
tell
don't
you-
grieve.
You don't
I
get
just-
over it. You work through it, but you don't get over it.
No, because that person is
use-
part of your soul and your heart.
and you always and you were saying, "Well, where have you been? And where have you been?" We didn't know that she had this until March 16th. It wasn't too long ago, but she was hurting up to that point. So my wife means everything. Well, even that morning, like I said, I went down to Timmy's to get a coffee and have a couple cigarettes. I went to the counter. I says, "Can I get it?" I didn't even have to order it because they know me. And then the one girl behind the counter, she says, "Oh," she says, "You coming back for an ice cap for your wife?" I kind of lost it.
Well,
Well, I didn't really lose it. I looked at her. I says, "I no longer need ice caps because my wife died 4 hours ago." It just come out of my mouth.
mhm.
And the four of the girls that were behind the counter, they ran around and they gave me hugs and everything else. And the one girl apologized, and I said, "Don't apologize." I said that broke me up because we lived down at the other corner. Tim Hortons is just down at the other corner.
Yeah.
So, but they know what my wife likes. I always go in, I grab my coffee, I have a few smokes and talk with a couple of the guys. And before I leave Tim Hortons, I get my wife a hot coffee and bring it right home to her. Or I get her a cold ice cap and bring it right home to her. And the one guy asked me, he said, "Why do you do that?" I says, "That's my wife.
Hello.
She deserves to have a hot coffee or a cold ice cap, and I don't want to get too warm or too cold."
But they
You
knew.
know, when you say this story, it reminds me of my papa that passed away. And he always said, just bury me in a box of cigarettes, whatever. Well,
Oh,
but he always said, make sure you give me a Diet Pepsi for the road. All the time.
Oh,
So when I
my-
buried him, everybody at the funeral was given a Diet Pepsi to pour on
Pepsi. Yes.
for my dad. So every time I go visit, I have to bring him a Diet Pepsi. Well, one time, brought him a Diet Coke. You
What?
know? I'm telling
What are
you.
thinking?
Steve goes, why are you upset? I said, I don't have a Diet Pepsi. My dad's going to be mad.
I
That's
didn't mean to upset anybody. I hope I didn't, and I just
No.
want to tell
feel
you
bad because I
where
thought
I-
you were joking. And
No,
now I feel like
I-
the worst. I can't even say the word. Shy's
I-
man.
I wish I was joking, but I'll tell you, when I went around and seen her not breathing, eyes open, and while my son was calling 911, I don't know why, but Rosie, wake up! Rosie, wake up! Rosie, wake up! And I knew, but I just kind of lost it.
You're just trying to process it all. You know what? No judgments here.
I told my wife, I says, if anybody's gonna die first, I was gonna die first, and I want her to live to 108 to look after our son.
Oh,
And she says, "Why would you say that?" I says, "Well, if I die young," and I said, "You live for another 40 years," I said, at least I can get some peace and quiet and get some sleep.
Uh-huh.
And I said that. So I guess she beat me because she said to me, she said, "Thank you for looking after me and everything else." And she had said that, "I guess I'm going to go first, so you got to live a lot longer." So
in a way, that's a gift she gave you, because not everybody has a chance to say goodbye.
no, I never said good.
Nobody.
I never.
No, but she
20
gave you those
Yeah.
those things you want to hear. That you weren't hearing that.
But I
but you're
wasn't.
hearing now.
After the
He's a
fact, I had
guy.
to go back and yes, I'm a guy, and that us guys were
It's yes, dear,
we're-
because you hear
we're
it a
st-
lot.
we're stupid. We are. Some guys might argue the point, but I'll tell you something right now. if you're a smart man, says yes, dear, because that way you only hear about it for 5 minutes. You say no, dear, you got the rest of your life to put up with it.
Yeah. How many
I'm a
times do you
practical.
say yes, dear?
Oh, many times.
Yeah, buddy.
Sorry, Richard. I passed you a Kleenex because you got everybody. Our
I,
eyeballs are very loose
I'm
today.
I'm sorry, but
And this is love for you, honey.
No apologies.
Just
I
so
know,
you
I
know.
know. I just
Apologize.
You're Windsor, right?
Yeah,
yes,
that's what I was gonna say.
I'm in Windsor. Windsor's just located just underneath. I have to go north
I'm in
about.
Sarnia.
Well, I know where Sarnia is.
I'm in
There's
Sarnia.
good. There's good fishing there. Because I used to fish there all the time. I used to go when I was younger. I used to go roller skating there. I even went to the bars there when I was younger.
Hey, Richard, I got a comment. I got to share this because you set it up. When my father died, I was 17, and I held up the funeral because of two things. He was an avid fisherman, and he had a wicker basket, and I
Yep.
put that with him.
Yeah.
And he always stood around jingling change in his pocket. So I gathered up some coins and made sure they put that in his
Yeah.
pocket.
Give me 1 second, Sean. Do not come by the by the computer. Okay, that's safe now. Oh, my
Richard,
son.
your wife's
Yes.
name was Rosie.
Rose. Well, I called her Rosie, but her name was Rose Marie.
Can I-
Her maiden name was
What a
Les
beautiful
Bras.
name.
She was French.
That's what I was gonna say. Can I pray to her tonight? To thank
Yes,
her for
you can.
sending you to me today.
Yes. And like I told you, I'm not much of a churchgoer or whatnot, but I believe in the spirit. I believe in God. I believe in ghosts. I believe in orbs. I believe. I didn't until what I went through. I believe what I seen, and people don't believe me. That's fine. I don't care. But things happen for a reason.
I
So
agree.
my son ended up going to work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. One person said he can have 3 days off. I said, you don't know my son. My son was a lot like me, but politer. I said he has to work to keep his mind off it. He says, Dad, he says, I will take my time and he says, you and Mom did a good job of preparing me. I said, well, now I'm going to be preparing you for bills and whatnot. I says,
Get
you
ready.
got it made. You got it made though because the house is bought and paid for. I says,
Wow.
there's enough money in the house and in the bank and whatnot. I says, we just got to clean up and fix up and replace a few things because my wife and me, we both didn't do a lot of repairs. And I said, well, I said to my son, I said, that's because there's a lot of money in the bank now. You can do it. I said, the only problem that I see now is that everything's basically doubled in price. So I said, we didn't save too much, did we?
Just luck of the draw.
But I just wanted to share that with you because, and
Now we know. Thank you, brother. Thank you.
Is it
Now your
okay
friends
if
know.
Yes,
pardon?
is it okay if I say a prayer on here for?
that is fine with me, Victoria. I will let you do it. 2 seconds, Victoria. Let me just do this. Go for it. No, not that. This one.
Oh
go
God,
ahead.
who abundantly supplies every need, I come before you on behalf of my grieving friend. In a time of mourning, his needs are great. In sorrow, bring peace. In despair, bring hope. In loneliness, bring the comfort of your spirit. In sadness, bring healing and joy. And my God will supply every need of yours according to his riches and in his glory. In Jesus' name, amen.
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 But I'm like, I've people around me can't be more helpful or whatnot. And And the funny part about it is when she came home from the hospital, there was all kinds of things set up because they were going to come in and look after her. And when she passed Sunday, Monday morning, I get a phone call from the lawyer. Oh, are you and your wife ready to do the wills? Oh, I said, we got a big hiccup here. He said, what's that? I says, my wife passed away yesterday. He says, well, he asked me a couple questions. I said, the house and the Jeep is in her name. I says, because that's the way she wanted it. I said, my wife doesn't want a big funeral, whatnot. I said, there's just me and my son. I says, but the house, my wife told me, the house, that's another sign because my wife says, just tell her when we talk to the lawyer, we're going to put the house in you and Sean's name. I said, well, me, Sean, and you. And she didn't say nothing, and I didn't catch on to exactly what she said, so that was another hint. But I looked at Sean. I says, do you want the house? I'll put the house in your name. And he said to me, he says, no, he says, put it in both our names. He says, that protects you, that protects me.
Mhm.
He says, put the Jeep in your name, and he says, get insurance for it. And he says, I'll insure me to drive it. I said, that's no problem. I don't mind. So
Smart lad.
we're doing okay. It hits me on and off, and
Of course it will.
That's how
Well,
it is.
It's 30 years, bro.
Yeah.
31,
Yeah.
31 years, and my wife is a retired Canada Customs officer. She worked for 31 years. So it is totally different. That my son says that there's going to be a lot of things that are going to come up and everything else, and
Yeah.
I found myself today. I had to meet my son. He got done work at 2:00. We had to be at the funeral home for 2:30 today to view my wife, and we had told him that we weren't going to view her. And then my neighbor says, "No, take some clothes off and get her whatnot, because when they got her laying there, you're gonna have a better. What you've seen Sunday morning is gonna be something that you really don't want to remember."
Yeah, you want to change that image.
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Especially when we had to lift her onto the floor, and
Wow.
Can I just put this in perspective for you, Richard?
yes,
One image out of 11,315. That's how many days is 31 years. You have all those images in your head to choose from.
That's
oh,
why
That's just
I
one a
know.
day. And you think
I
of
know, but
those ones.
my head and my mind right now are mush.
Yeah.
that's
They
why I
are
told
much.
him to pull out his photo
And
albums.
Yeah.
what I've noticed the last couple of days, I got to be careful when I'm driving because my mind wanders. And I looked at my son. I said, maybe you should start driving. He said, Dad. He says, no. He says, you're doing fine
Yeah, keep it busy.
Yeah.
because
Even if
he
you talk
doesn't.
to yourself while you're driving.
Well, I talk to myself all the time because I like talking to a very intelligent man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank
Hello.
God you didn't say.
He's got the right answers. Hello.
My
Boy.
my boss used to tell me, well, why would you say something like that? I said, well, hold on. If I want any stupid questions or stupid answers, I'll ask you. Oh,
Well, you are.
I'm kind of. I can be real nice and I can be real mean if I have to, and well, everybody can be.
Yeah.
Hello, Sean.
But I joke a lot because I've dealt with a lot, and I am recovering alcoholic. I will admit that, and
Put me in the book.
I come real close to taking my first drink of booze in 31 years. And I looked down at the bottle and I went, when my mom died, my dad, he looked after us during the daytime, but come 9:00, Bacardi's rum would come out, but he'd be up in the morning making sure that we were all dressed and everything else and off to school and whatnot. So I looked at Sean and Sean says, "Well, I'm glad you didn't." And
Yeah.
I still have the odd beer because I told my wife every nasty thing there was about me because we went to a family reunion and my brothers and sisters were telling her and she said, "Well, he only told me." She looked at me. She says, "Those were all true?" I said, "Yeah, they were all true." I says, "I knew they'd bring it up too. I knew because I'm the black sheep of the family, and but I didn't mean to hog all this time or whatnot.
You know what?
I come on here
You're
and
not
whatnot.
hogging at all. I was
I'm
excited to see you because I never see you much, so that's why I'm like,
no,
Good to see you.
it's dark in here and whatnot, but I got a nice haircut. I do have hair. I didn't shave it all off,
you
and
look at that. We get to see a smile today.
It's nice to put a
oh,
face to the name, and you live so close.
So I
yeah.
don't know if you read what
Hey,
I
you never know your neighbors.
No, I know. Sorry, I know Sonia very well and everything else, and I was a member of the Kent Cloverleaf in Chatham, and I used to go up to Sarnia and shoot. And bingo, there was a bingo in Sarnia that was every no just down the road. There was a Legion. They used to have a bingo in there a long time ago, but I used to do a lot of partying in Sarnia. Forget what the one place was called. There was a Drawbridge Inn or something like that.
Yeah.
Is it still
Christina
there?
Street. It's been
And
bought out by another, is it Insignia?
yeah,
Something like that. They renovated it all up.
and the one bar down there, they used to have a real nice country and western bar called the Sea Cliff, but then it turned into dancers and whatnot. But
No, it's a Timmy Hortons there.
so
Richard, if you look in the private, click your private chat button. Look what I wrote to Michael Ann when you were talking.
don't I'm
If
gonna
you
say
want,
I'm
if you
gonna say
want, you let us know.
I'm gonna say something right now.
Whenever
I
you tell us.
my son's been busy at work and whatnot, and I'm still dealing with a little bit of the
Yeah, that's fine.
like her cremation is tomorrow. I'm trying to get her brother died in '84. I'm trying to get the urn from the one cemetery by the bridge and take his urn and her urn and bury him with her mom and dad that's out on near Highway 3 there. So she always wanted that, and she missed her brother. And I looked at my son. I says, "This is the way I'm going to remember it. Her brother come to take her back to see her parents up in heaven."
Yeah.
So I have
Oh, you muted yourself. I don't know how you did it. Push the little microphone.
You might have
Hello?
plugged-
There we go. Now I can hear you.
on my back again. Okay. Yeah, I'm misclicking like my wife used to do. This is her computer. My
I
computer
know,
does.
because that's how I
Oh,
knew you
thank
would be
you.
on when she would go to bed. Then you'd be like, "Oh, my wife left. Now I can have the computer." Hey, Liz.
Yeah,
Okay, why aren't we big squares?
the TV isn't up
Because
and
you're not here.
whatnot,
Because it's hip to be square.
Oh, okay.
but no, I find myself leaving and going out, and today I went to get my son and whatnot. And there's a Princess Auto out there, and I stepped in the door, and I'm looking and going, "Oh, I could use that. I could use that. I can use that." And I know my friend of mine looked at me and says, "Rick," he says, "you can afford it." I said, "I know, but this is really scary because I just come in to see if they had a belt punch." I said, "The problem is," I said, I know I can afford whatever I want. The problem is I don't have a wife to tell me no."
So you can afford
You
it.
really need that.
You can give us a call. We'll
I-
put it in our ears.
And I told my son, I says, "No, I've been common law, married, divorced, married again, and now I'm a widower," which I never thought I'd make it to old age. I never thought I'd be a widower. I have my good moments, my bad moments, and right now I'm in that moment where I have to talk. I don't have to talk. I have to talk. It's
That's
just a
why
way
we're
of
here, buddy. This
it's
is
just
why
a way
we
of
do
coping
this,
with
right,
it.
V?
Yeah, exactly.
My mom had done the same thing. She had dropped little hints, and I didn't clue in. And all of a sudden, middle of May, she got real sick in the hospital. 2 weeks, and she was gone.
Yeah.
And it was like, what did I do wrong? Why didn't I pick up on this? I should have done this. I should have taken her to the doctor sooner. I should have. And
There is no shit.
My neighbor next door, her husband died 8 months ago. They found out he had cancer within 10, 11 days. He was dead.
What?
He had stage 4. And I had told her, I says, "Oh, you're gonna have good days, you're gonna have bad days." I was trying to tell her what to prepare for, and karma came back and kicked me right in the ass in a way, because what I was trying to tell her what to be prepared for, now I'm going through now.
Yeah.
Yep.
And we talked to each other and everything else, and she says, "Oh yeah." One day, I think it was it was Monday. She says, "Rick," she says, you look like hell." I says, "I didn't sleep in the bed." I said, "I slept in the chair," and my wife was right, because of the chair that she slept in. It really awful.
Yeah.
I says,
So get rid of that
for-
one.
I had a beard and everything else, and I shaved that off, and I went to where my wife usually gets her hair cut, and I says, "Are you still taking appointments, or can you squeeze me in for a haircut?" And I said, "Well, we're going by appointments," but she says, "Is there a reason why you need a haircut?" Well, I kind of fell apart a little bit, and
Again.
they said, "Well, we haven't." They said, "We're busy, but we have a girl that we've been training. It's a girl, one of the daughter's girlfriends that we're training." And she said, "Do you mind if she?" I said, "No, because I usually get my hair all trimmed off." I says, "No, give it a shot." I says, "I need my hair really washed." I says, "And then kind of try and feather it." And I says, "She did a good job, and I really appreciate it." And she says, "I'm glad, because," she says, "when you come walking through that door without your wife," for the last 10, 11 years, she's been retired, and I've been semi-retired, and where you see me, you see my wife. We're usually together 24/7 until she sends me on little errands, but then she
Okay.
always does that.
Richard,
Yeah.
we have 2 minutes to do this. Kenny, show the beautiful people what we do. Are you ready?
Oh,
Let's
I have
do
a question for Michael Land. Michael Land, is this a relative of yours, George Ann? Michael Land, George Ann?
It's your twin
No.
brother. What are you talking about?
Okay.
Oh,
Go ahead, Kenny.
See you guys on the next one.
Go
And,
ahead, George.
have a
Hey,
good
Richard, you'll be okay, buddy. Everybody grieves at their
I
own
know I
level,
will.
and you got this, man. And I'm very, very sorry for what you're going through, but we got you too. Take care.
Okay, go, Lance.
Oh, okay, goodbye, beautiful people. Roof, roof.
Hey, Lance, you do know that link you dropped for Charlie Grace is not until live for 4 days, not until live Monday.
Richard Grace, what do we tell our beautiful people?
Love you, stay safe, respect others, and don't have any regrets.
That's correct.
I love you all, and thank you.
Okay, I'm not a
sorry.
professional, Kenny. Sorry, Kenny. Sorry, V.
Okay,
Okay, hey, V, we'll just hang out here for 4 days.
Okay, we'll hang out for 4 days. See, Richard, things happen for a reason. We're gonna hang for 4 days.
Hey, haven't we done that before?
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Eh.
haven't we done that for 20-something days?
Yeah, something like that.
Anyways,
But
beautiful
thank you
people,
all.
thank you for being here. Thank you for showing Richard the love this community has. Because you know what? When we don't see somebody for so long, we miss them. And I want to be sincerely apologize to you, Richard. I do apologize. I had
That's
no
no
clue.
problem.
I'm so sorry from the deepest heart of my toenails were curling when you said it was true. And I was like, Steve was like, I wrote on my piece of paper, I said, I've just been the worst person in the world right now. So I do apologize, but you know what? anybody who is in Richard's shoes. I lost my dad, I could say, over 15 years ago, and I still mourn him. So there's no right or wrong way. But again, thank you for being beautiful. And to all, here's your love. And to all who, I don't know if we're going to Charlie Grace's. Is she on?
No, she doesn't have a thumbnail up for.
Are we off? Are we
No,
off?
we're not off. Charlie Grace is not going on?
No,
somebody
but
texted me and said that she's on in 3 minutes.
I asked, is she on in 3 minutes? That was me.
Man, I thought you said she's going on.
Is she going on?
She
There's
does
a
not.
question
Go,
mark.
she does not have. She doesn't have a thumbnail up for today. The one that you just dropped comes on in 4 days. For
You put CG on 4 minutes. That's what you typed.
That was my question.
You didn't say
You were
is.
questioning her earlier.
You said, anyways, I gotta go get Jordan.
Michelle.
Bye. Thanks for having me up, V.
You're welcome.
Bye, Michael Ann. Bye, what's that guy's name? Kenny.
Okay.
Was Ford man.
Bye, forward man.
Okay, Lance, I'm muting you. Okay, Kenny, what did you say?
I will say Michelle's Tasty Dishes is going live.
Okay,
With
drop
her,
that link for me.
with her, what do you call it?
For chat.
Her weekly,
Mm-hmm.
California.
I can't,
Michael!
where they do scripture readings and things.
What? Put her in. I usually listen to Michelle at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Okay. This is their weekly chat, though.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Kenny, we'll give you time before I leave. Richard, I hope you wrote down my email that was in chat. If not, if you want to come chat with us in the background after the show, click back the link. And Cal, if you want to come up, Janice, if you want to come up, come chat in the background with us.
Hang on a minute. I'm sharing that link now.
I'm kidding. I don't do scripture readings, no. That's not my specialty. I always say, I'm not blessed to speak the Bible well. I try to follow it, and I always say, I'm trying to be a better person every day.
There it is.
Okay. Everybody, if you want to, go to Michelle's Tasty Dishes. Send her some love. Tell her Vika sent you. And Kenny sent you. And Michael Ann sent you. And everybody in this chat sent them. So you just have to say, continuing the party. You know? And the party is, we were celebrating with Richard, the wonderful wife that he still has in my heart. So,
Don't let your tongue slap your brain. He said, that's it.
Papa, I love you, just in case you didn't know.
What the hell was that?
You didn't hear what he said? Steve's like, what?
He said, don't let your tongue slap your brain.
Oh
my God, you guys.
Look, you're making my cheeks pink. Look, I'm blushing, Papa.
Oh.
Anyways, so if anybody want, and if any one of you want to come up, now's the time. And this girl is just going to say, thank you for being beautiful. And I'll see you Monday. Bye. Kenny.
Bye, guys. Peace.